got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like, oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get off.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out and losing all control.
Fill up my cup. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Just take it off. Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
Just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go. We gotta rock. Easy come. Easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot. Body rock. Rock it. Don't stop. Round and round. Up and down. Around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us. You know what we say. Party every day. Party every day. And I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night.
It's Mr. 305 checking in for the remix. You know they had that 75 Street Brazil. Well, this year's gonna be called Gaiocho. Que hola gata, que hola omega. And this how we gonna do it. Dale! 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rumba. Ella quiere su rumba. hats. Label flop, but pit won't stop. Got her in the cockpit playing with bits. Now watch me make a movie like Albert Hitchcock. Enjoy me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rumba. Ella quiere su rumba. Rumba. Ella quiere su rumba. Si es verdad que tú eres guapa, yo te voy a poner gozar. Tú tienes la boca grande, dale, ponte a jugar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mommy got an ass like a donkey with a monkey. Look like King Kong. Welcome to the crib.
There is the bell. What is going on, everybody? Let's go. Welcome to the Stocked Up morning live stream. It is Monday here. We're ready for the market. What is going on, everybody? Let's make sure we switch that screen over. Good morning, Stuart, TJ, Toby, Rick, Master, Chase, Robert, Jason, Team Tom. Love it, Jason. Let's go. SPY's trying to come back a bit this morning, bouncing off $600. On Friday morning, whenever we stopped the live stream, SPY was selling off in a pretty good way, but it continued even more into the end of the day. Started bouncing a lot around 600. Has been starting to come back a bit. Gonna be watching this morning to see if this bounce at 600 can keep the bullish hopes alive, because right now the SPY is getting kind of brutal with all these lower highs coming in, and I feel like a lot of people are getting worried that we're going to see a larger drop off here again. And we might. I mean, Trump's doing more stuff with tariffs. Keep your eyes on the headlines and on the news this week. There's a lot of tariffs here. Yeah, I mean, U.S. steel is apparently moving. Like, steel is surging. X moved a lot today. A lot of headlines with steel. Apparently, Trump plans to impose a 25% tariffs on steel imports to the U.S. and aluminum. There's a lot going on. Watch for more headlines. Said that they were going to be meeting sometime this week to talk more about it. Hopefully, we get even more info. 355 breaking down on Tesla right now actively. Uh-oh. Tesla selling down 2% almost already on the day. Not the best action. Not at all. Not at all. Hang on one sec. Tesla. That's funny. Bouncing already. A lot of volatility at open, as we know. There can be. A lot of volatility. I know a lot of people are watching BBAI this morning. It's actually looking pretty good again. It broke the high from pre-market. It's up in a pretty good way. Keep your eyes on BBAI. It has been popping off in the short term. Looks like Asana is actually up quite a bit today. All right, Asana, we'll take it. I know BP is looking good. Elliott, apparently, they call it like Elliott activists, something like that. And I think activist investors, they bought some BP. This was a headline from Friday, I believe, but let me see if I can find the headline here really quick. Yeah, activist Elliott build stake in oil major BP. Okay. Pretty interesting, though. Pops up 6%, of course, after that. Looking at the daily, BP has been coming back a bit after falling off. Pretty good comeback there. You guys see anything crazy, send it out there. I like the snowflake and Oracle, Rick. Snowflake on the daily is just right at resistance. It's stuck. Looks like intraday it's kind of stuck too. Definitely a big candle this morning. A big up and down move. A lot of volatility there. That's not good. I don't want to see volatility like that. I wonder, though, for a dip buy, it could be interesting. I don't know now with this trend line. Look at this trend line on the chart past couple days. Snowflake's been having some trouble breaking that. A little bit. Not terrible. Come on, BBAI. BBAI, Big Bear. Uber's moving. Uber. We already talked about BP with Elliott this morning, but we did not mention, which was actually a play of mine from yesterday, Uber. Which in my opinion, has even a bigger player on it, being Bill Ackman. I don't know which one's truly larger, but I don't know. It's hard to beat Bill Ackman when you hear that name. Uber. But yeah, Ackman's buying up Uber, which is interesting. How's Lyft? Oh, not too bad. Not terrible. I'm also curious on DraftKings and Flutter. FLUT. Looks like Flutter went up a little bit, pulled back. DraftKings pulled back a little bit too. I am very excited because we actually have some pretty crazy news going on here over the next couple of days. We're going to be getting tariff news. We're going to have Powell testifying, and there's going to be an AI summit going on. So 3 things here at the beginning of the week. Specifically tomorrow, I'm hoping that Trump gives us more of those tariff updates tomorrow, that's for sure. More updates. Shorting TER CEO. Shares snow to 220. TER, huh? Teradyne, the CEO, sold some shares. Snowflake to 220, though. Wow, Rick. I mean, I don't know about 220, but gosh, it does look pretty good intraday. That dip buy ended up being pretty hot there. Disney dropping, Rick, though. I like that. Now, that could get fun over the next couple weeks, couple months, if Disney drops more. Hey, how'd you guys like that Super Bowl halftime show? I liked it. I loved it, actually. That's like all I listen to as far as music. I was surprised so many people were dissing on it. Give the guy a break. Nvidia and Uber, Christian says. Nvidia on fire, Christian. Wow. Gotta love that. Broke above that high from Friday like it was nothing, and the pre-market high. 130. Breakout going through. Gosh, 135. I didn't even see it on my watch list because there's so many stocks up over 3%. Wow. Let's go, Christian. I'm definitely happy with Uber. Yeah, Uber's my favorite today. I didn't want to mention it too much because if you know, you know right now. I love it though. 77 has some real actionable news behind it. All right, let's see. All right, voted up in the poll. Did you like the Super Bowl halftime show? Yes, no, or eh? I liked it. I thought it was awesome. I love Kendrick Lamar. I have a lot of his songs on my playlist. Actually, one of my all-time favorites is Humble by Kendrick Lamar. One of my all-time favorites. MS down for those in the big money play. Morgan Stanley. Come on, Morgan. Yeah, the banks have actually been pushing a little bit higher the past week. I guess today, though, they're starting to turn over a lot harder. That's good. Definitely good to see. Look at Bank of America double topping at resistance at $48. That is a solid resistance there. Wow. Very solid. Going back to Uber, how about Big Bear? Ooh, Big Bear pulled back. They're going to get taken off the radar soon if that keeps happening. Teladoc, 10% here. They actually dipped it open, touched $13, and now ripped all the way back up. And popped 12% right there. That is quite a bit within just a second. Look at Teladoc on the daily. This is like the 6th amazing green candle in a row. Like the 6th one. That's crazy. So now that Philly won, I guess we're going heavily into UVXY, Mike C said. So what was the official score? Let's see. 22-40. Shit. Remember, we had that one stat that showed if it was a blowout, it was a big deal too. Let me get it up. All right, here's the blowout statistics. So if there's a 21 or point more margin, you can see how the S&P 500 has crushed it the next year. I thought that it was going to be a 21-point margin, like, for sure. And then it ended up being 22-40. Wow. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I turned it off at, like, the middle of the third quarter. And me and my fiance turned on Kill Tony. And then Ron White was on Kill Tony. So then we started watching Ron White stand-up stuff instead. But those are the Super Bowl stats if we would have had that point margin. But, of course, it just missed it. That one would have been nice though, Mike. UPST is up over 5%. Upstart. Kuroka, 5%. 72.40. 72.50. Nice resistance in the short term, it looks like. Yeah, right at like the high of day, 72.80. Very close. A lot of resistance there. Looks like it's tested it though for a couple days. It could break. BA falling back towards 180 support again. How about Tesla today? I know they were dropping earlier. Still looks pretty rough. They're having trouble re-breaking back above 355 now, it looks like. Ticker symbol TSLA. 2% to the downside. Brutal. Ooh, here we go. Loving the music here. I love these 2000s hits. This one's called Hits of 2009. Or like 2009 vibes. Some good stock music here. SPY's bouncing off 603. Keep your eyes on that support here. That'd be awesome to see SPY hold up at 603 today. It looks more like it's going to break it down to me, but it could end up holding there. Let's go. Elf that beatdown. Ouch, Rick said. ELF Beauty. I'm not a huge, like, makeup stock guy myself, but it does seem like Elf is doing pretty good. Not good as in, like it's just moving good. My fault. My fault. Scanning some headlines here. Got a lot of news going on. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg tells employees to buckle up for an intense year in a leaked all-hands recording. What? They had a leaked recording? Wow, how about this news? Kalshi. Let's go to Kalshi really quick. Apparently they're predicting a government shutdown right now. Yeah, look at this. Government shutdown this year. 64%. That's a pretty interesting chart. %. That is a pretty big number from Kalshi, I would say. It's been really steadily increasing, too. That's a pretty big deal. SAVA, poor baby. Cassava. Not looking too hot today. Jonathan said Coinbase, bottom scoop. bouncing around 277. It filled the gap. It filled the gap.
I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. Standing in the light of your halo, I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking.
NVAX Pop, Rick said. Novavax.
I ain't never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking at.
$7 bounce on Novavax over the past few months. Not really loving this price action on NVAX on the daily. Not the best. Intraday today, it's coming back a little bit, but the daily looked kind of rough. What's up, Sean? He said Nvidia to the rescue. It's been one of the hot ones today. My gosh. Still up around 3%. Okay. Let's go, Nvidia. Gotta love it, Sean. Good comeback by them. Uber tried to keep going. Hopefully they can get some more hype. Amazon pulling back. Let's check Apple, Microsoft. Just checking them. Nothing crazy there so far. Nothing too crazy. Oh, yeah. Halo. I used to love when this song was out whenever Halo was popular, the game. As a kid, I used to like this song just because of Halo the game, I think. I thought it was cool. I mean, it is a good song, but... I know there's some Halo fans out there. Like, Halo 3 was my jam. Yeah, it was hard, Mason, wasn't it? It was really hard. I was pretty bad, too. I played that new one whenever it came out. There was a new Halo recently, like the past couple years, and I played it whenever it came out, and I nerded out on that game for like 1 week and got pretty good, and then just never played again. But I did like that. That new one was pretty good. Microsoft, 0.71%. IREN, Rick said. 2.17, 12.85. Coming up, major resistance. It's failed to break this like 4 times now. So definitely watch 1285. Hey, let's go. Carlo knows it. Halo flood levels scared the poop out of me as a kid. I don't even know what that is, the flood levels. I'll have to see what those look like. Are you talking about from Halo 1? That's funny. If so. That stuff was... Halo was kind of a creepy vibe as a kid. I actually played Halo 1 more than any of them. Because it was on the computer. They didn't put the other ones on the computer, which was dumb. Jackal snipers? Oh, that's funny. Intel, INTC. Poppin'. I love it. A lot of the chip stocks today looking pretty fire. Let's check Avgo. AVGO is setting up in a pretty good way as well. I know they're a pretty hot one. Go check the earnings list here. It's like not a ton of... I'm looking for some chip stocks reporting this week. Not too many. Not really seeing any listed here that are huge. That's good though. I didn't want to see any. I was just checking. Don't want to trade something and then it has earnings tonight, right? That's my least favorite part about earnings season is it's very annoying sometimes. You'll try to trade a stock and it's like, damn, it's so good, but the earnings later on are gonna make it dumb. You definitely got to account for that. Don't make that mistake. Abgo really popping off. 230 now, breaking out. Pretty fire. This song is on Tom's playlist as well. But I like NVIDIA here, 134. Come on, let's break that high of day. Let's get to 135. I know that the book map is stacked up there. I know we're all stacked up at 135. I already know. Yep, there's 1 million shares there. 1,037,550.
It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, because my dreams are bursting at the seams.
Yeah, Seth. This is a classic right here. Classic. FSLR's clapping. What? It is kind of getting clapped, isn't it? 170 rejection there. They said, nope, you're not getting above there today. End phase is down. FSLR, they're generally moving together given that they both do solar. Do you think NVIDIA will blast through 135? Jay Bass is asking. It looks like it's actually having some pretty harsh rejection here. I think it can get through today at some point, but I don't think it's going to come on this initial move. Unless there's some big positive AI hype from that AI summit. They're going to be gathering there today and tomorrow. Well, I don't know what time it is in France. Let's see. Let's see. It's 3:58 p.m. on Monday, February 10th. So they're probably already, they're about to have their little dinner. It said on Monday night they were going to have a dinner with like the CEOs and stuff. Are you guys ready for all those conspiracies tonight? You ready? Hey, you're going to be hearing all types of stuff. Disney lost $2. $95 area. Yeah, bring it on, Rick. Bring on 95. Let's see it. I want it to get down to my buy zone of like 88 to 90, honestly. That'd be perfect, but DraftKings is looking pretty good here. I like the way that DraftKings is kind of pushing this trend line again. How do you guys feel about this DraftKings setup over the long run? Do any of you guys think that this might be where DraftKings finally gets a big break? Like, what if there's some good Super Bowl stats out there? Like, it comes out that DraftKings did really good this year on the Super Bowl. I don't know. Obviously, that's a very hopeful wish. But I'm curious, you know, it's right at the trend. If we get some good news like that and there's a solid candle, it could get through. It could get through. DK NG $35 area bounce for a rocket ship. I'll be watching for that, Rick. I definitely like 35 support. Pretty good. Back to NVIDIA we go. I know what a lot of traders are going to be doing with NVIDIA this morning.
Said I think I know what you mean. Pretty good for a dumb machine. You gave
Scanning some news here.
we stood there for a while. That was when you woke me up.
Merck KGaA in talks to buy U.S. cancer biotech firm SpringWorks. MRK? SpringWorks. Let's see if they have a stock. They do. SWTX. Ooh. That's some pretty big news. Look at that jump and halt, guys. SWTX, 33%.
Without emotions made of steel.
Wow.
What was I supposed to feel? I didn't want to take chances. Past romances were telling me I just crash again. Said I think I know what you mean.
Look at it on the halt here. 55.50 already off the halt. Let's see how high this thing can get. Wow, it's on fire. Let's go. Come on, SpringWorks. It's an interesting one to watch, not one that I would necessarily look to touch right now. You can maybe try to play some momentum if this is your thing. I don't really mess around with halts too often, but it's definitely a interesting one to watch, that's for sure. Palantir looks to have a lot of overhead resistance. Can we see the book map? Sure. Palantir, I should have it up. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of sellers overhead here on Palantir. Up into 115. There's a lot of stacks, pretty much at every whole dollar mark. There's like 50,000 shares, like every whole dollar mark overhead, but not the most ever, but decent. Yeah, there goes SWTX coming back a little bit now. We'll see how it goes, you know, maybe we'll see some more action out of it as the day progresses. Merck doesn't look too bad itself. Merck could get interesting if it were to break this pre-market or this high at open. 87.50, pretty good resistance. SYM shorting this SMH. Shake my head. Symbiotic. 1.7% falling off a little bit. Yeah, they really fell off last week with earnings, didn't they? I don't think I ever even looked at SYM's earnings, but you can tell that they had a major resistance overhead. They failed to break it again. That's too bad. All right, let's end this poll. It looks like wins the poll today. If you guys are just now joining up, destroy that like button. Let's go. It's Monday morning. Let's like it up for the stock market. I know the market hasn't done too much today, but hey, SPY's at least bouncing off 603. Seeing NVIDIA with a little bit of action. I know what'll get you guys to hit that like. Everybody's watching NVIDIA off this little dip, and I know what people are thinking out there. I know what you guys are thinking off this NVIDIA dip.
Oh man, your boy Kevin just lost lots of money. Oh, but that's okay. I am with you. Here we go. Come on, push it. Buying the dip. Buying the dip. Here we go. Come on, push it. Buying the dip. Buying the dip.
Let's go.
Come on, push it. Buying the dip. Buying the dip. Here we go. Come on, push it. Oh my God, what's happening?
First of all this whining by Wall Street is
Rick goes short it.
40% of GameStop was short. GameStop was short. You can't allow Wall Street to short 75% of a stock, crush these companies into the dirt, thousands of stocks into the dirt. Then when the individual makes money, everyone's entrepreneurs. I have a kid who bought a house, paid $50,000 and bought a house. After decades of the shorts, you have to accept the fact that individual investors are playing the same game that you're playing, and now you're losing.
Here we go. Come on, push
You
it.
see how this goes.
Buying the dip. Here we go. Come on, push it. Buying the dip. Buying the dip. Here we go. Come on, push it. Buying the dip. Buying the dip. Here we go. Come on,
BTFD.
oh my God, what's happening? Here we go. Come on, push it. Buying the dip.
I've never heard that before, James.
Come on, push it. Push it. Push it. Buying the dip. Here we go. Come on, push it. Buying the dip. Buying the dip. Here we go. Come on, push it. Oh my God, what's happening?
There's a lot of power in organizations online. Too many people can get together in a subway.
GME going down, Rick said. Uh-oh, you guys are looking at GameStop. Wow, what's up with GameStop today?
People live in a Discord who are spamming rocket emojis, yelling, "Go to
Can
the
you guys
moon."
tell me what's up with GameStop? I haven't followed GameStop's news at all. Is it? There has to be something, right? Maybe? We'll see, we'll see. What a song, though. Buying the dip. Classic. It's a classic. First National bought some GameStop shares. Retirement Systems of Alabama bought some. GameStop and MicroStrategy rise after Ryan Cohen posts photo with Michael Saylor. That's the headline today? Okay. MicroStrategy, MSTR. I think they just call it strategy now. But MSTR is trying to hold this gap. It's bouncing pretty close there on the gap, actually. That is very close. Gonna go check SWTX again. It still held up pretty well following that halt. Looking at some of the news again.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you.
Apparently the Merc that's buying SWTX is actually MKKGY. That's this is the KGAA ticker. Apparently it's on the OTC market. Again, it might be like a spin-off of Merc. Not totally sure there.
When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you
A lot of spin-offs and stuff lately.
I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting
A
cold.
lot of breakups of businesses. One of the more popular ones is GE and then GEV. General Electric. Yo, ASTS is sneaky, Rick says. Whoa, not kidding. 16% ASTS on fire here. What's up, Rook? Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone had a great Super Bowl Sunday. SoFi is moving nicely. Sure thing. I'll show you the book map on SoFi. Let's get it loaded up. Not bad. Here we go. Looks like 1450. There's some buyers, and then 16. There's a stack of sellers. 1550 has a little bit as well. If you're looking at SoFi. But yeah, I had a good Super Bowl. I hope you did too, Rook. I just chilled out with my fiance and the baby. The daughter was not really into the Super Bowl too much. Trump, please save me with some news. Feeling a little bored this week, Fernando said. You want Trump to hit some news? Oh, man. Be careful what you wish for. Oh. Let's see. Mike posted up some good gold news. Said tariff anxiety led to surging $82 billion stockpile of gold in New York that has caused shortages elsewhere. Wow. GLD, the way it's popping is amazing right now too. 1.74%, about to make a new all-time high on GLD if it could break the pre-market high here. It's actually pretty close, but I am seeing a lot of this. TD Cohen just cut Merc. Whoa.
This is how I end up. Of course, with a backbender. Call me the bartender. Below me,
I guess because of Keytruda. DJT grabbing calls around 26, Rick said. You're looking at DJT around 26. Pretty decent support down there. DJT is a stock that definitely scares me. I feel like this one could get wild, but hopefully you can snipe support. Tessie's coming back after that drop-off this morning. They fell under 355 pretty hard. Pretty good support, but they're ripping right back up and through it now. Holding pretty well. They're actually all the way back up to test 360 again. Tessie back to 360. We can see on the book map. Pretty big area. A lot of sellers stacked up there. Barclays maintains MicroStrategy at overweight. Lowers price target from 515 to 421. That's a pretty big difference. 515 to 421. The funny thing about Barclays is that if MicroStrategy keeps falling, they'll probably lower it again. They'll probably lower it even less, and then the second that they start to rise, they're gonna change their outlook up. They're gonna do a better price target. Goldman Sachs maintains Fortinet at buy and raises the price target from 114 to 130. FTNT. Fortinet. I know they can have some good action. They've been popping off. That's good to see. At least they raised the target there. Let's go see Apple really fast. Go to the 5-minute chart. Bouncing around. How about Microsoft here? MSFT, not terrible. Pretty good action on the day. A lot better than Friday. A lot better. SPY is bouncing pretty well off 603. I like that support. It's still holding it. Now we need to get a good breakout of 605 here, but it's good to see SPY holding up at this today, at least. If we would have seen a big, massive pullback there at open, it could have got brutal. Tom, on Bookmap, when buyers are stacked at, let's say, 350, does it have to go to 350, or it counts, for example, 350.99 because it's already at 350? Okay, let's go back to that really quick. Like in this case, essentially, okay, I'll just explain it this way, Martin. It's really just showing like where the buyers and sellers are stacked up here. So overhead you have sellers and underneath you have buyers. So I think that with your question, essentially, like it doesn't have to get anywhere. Obviously, you know, it's just showing you that that's where they're at. But as the price action gets there, there could be, for example, reversal there maybe, or slowdown or consolidation as the price rises up into that level. But it's really just showing the buyers. So like right now, how we just touched 360 and we wiped out all those sellers there. Now we just saw some more pop back in. So it's going to have to touch this, and it'll eventually wipe these guys out if they stay in there. And you'll see that with this big green volume dot. These dots are signifying where bigger orders are hitting. The larger the dot, the larger the orders there. And you can see the volume bar at the bottom coinciding with the largeness of these dots. I hope that explained it right for you, Martin. Once 360 here breaks, if another orders become stacked there, then buyers will be stacking there instead of sellers then. Who are those sell walls coming from? Everybody, J-Bass, everybody. You could actually make this yourself. Like, you could actually, like, you could say, hey, Tom, watch this. And you could have me zoom in on, like, 359.70, how there's only, like, 239 shares here. Like, you could literally go to Tesla and sell, like, 1,000 shares at, like, 359.70, and it will pop up here and show me that, like, you are selling that, or that you have it open to sell there. But of course, if there's like a lot of people all looking at one spot, like 360, it could be a combination of retail traders, banks, institutions, algos, high frequency trading algos, stuff like that, HFTs. QQQ's bouncing all around. No problem, Martin. Appreciate the question. I bet that helped out a lot of people. Let's check on AMD. Pretty good action today out of AMD, I gotta say. Not bad. They're starting to come back off the bottom. They posted support from their earnings. They're bouncing off of it, holding. Intel's doing well this morning, up around $20 again. That's nice. Looking at the daily of Intel, they held support once again. The support keeps holding up. If it does break, you'll have to get a little worried, but... Rick says, I want to see AMD under 80. Shane is saying Uber to $80. UBER, $80 a share. It's pretty close. 78 this morning. Coming up pretty well. Going to be watching for $80 to push today for sure. Yeah, I'm watching for 80. Looks great though. Fantastic. It consolidated for a bit, but held and looking pretty fire. How's Nvidia? Nvidia still holding support. It's been slow and steady back up, but still held that intraday support we plotted. Once it hits 134.80, that's like the take profit zone here for me. Right before 135. Let's see what we got on the news again here. Let's see. What do we got? European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde. I think it's Christine Lagarde. Has said that Bitcoin won't be added to the bank's EU reserves. That's not good. That doesn't sound positive for Bitcoin. Let's go check Bitcoin here. Down under 100K, down to 97,000. Looking at it on the daily, it's consolidating really hard right here. Like, look at this consolidation going on. This is kind of wild. A lot of doji candles here. A lot of dojis. I always like to say that. Makes me laugh. Rick says I'm done with the upgrades. Yeah, we'll be here looking at you'll be posting those all day, Rick, if we posted all those. In Discord, there is a breaking news tab where a lot of that gets posted. A lot, not everything, but... Anyone... Let's go check on the China stocks. Moving pretty well here, like Baba's exploding. JD. J-Bass asked this in Discord. Anyone watching Baba? I am now. No, I've been seeing some China stocks on my radar in the background, but Baba is looking pretty hot up to 110. It's especially hot on the SM bot this morning. It's like all over it. Nvidia still looking pretty good too, still breaking out. The 1 minute. Slow and steady, but climbing. 134.80 is about to touch. Look to take some profits if you were doing that trade that I set up earlier. It was like this. Yep, just like this. There you go. Take those profits before 135 rejects it. All right, back to Boeing. QQQ SPY. They're kind of popping off. The QQQ looked fire. SPY might try to go for a high of daybreak. It's pretty close to testing. Bro, Hims hit my 4250 at 3 on Friday. Hurt my soul. Oh. I see. Right at the end of the day. Stopped you out. That was a pretty brutal pullback at the end of day Friday. Definitely watching for more downtrend with that one. If it decides to go rip and break the all-time high or the recent high, fine. Then I'll adapt up, but... Ha! Oh, that thing Cornish put in the off-topic channel is hilarious. Let's go back to the banks. I know they're selling down a bit today. Just keep them on the radar. They're looking pretty fun. JP Morgan selling down pretty well. Pretty bad pullback. My God. I just got the weirdest piece of news. Hit the radar. Wait till you guys hear this. A bus carrying 75 people has plunged into a ravine in Guatemala City, killing at least 31 people and leaving others trapped under the wreckage in a river. Holy shit. That's kind of wild. Prayers go out to them, that's for sure. Oh, Shane, I know sometimes it's like that, isn't it? Oh, you got to put. Oh, Shane. I see what you mean now. I see what you mean now. That's tough. 181, those right at expiration makes it worse, right? Sometimes it's like that. Decent bounce and hold here, BA. Going back to Tessie. Hey, if you guys are just now joining up, though, destroy the like. 20 likes today. Let's get those like numbers up a little bit better. These are some rookie numbers out here.
60% of the time, it works. Every time.
That's right. That means we gotta hit it. Nvidia losing steam, Seth said. Yeah, I mean, I was, like I said, 134.80 was like my target. I'm not saying it's totally done yet, but I'm expecting it to slow up at 135. It might not. Maybe it'll surprise me and just rip through, but I'm definitely watching for 135 to hold up a little bit. There's like 1 million shares there.
Moyoni mwako let me be commando. Ucha.
Yeah, turning over pretty hard. Yeah, that's why we said a minute ago, you know, if you were long from earlier where we were talking about buying the dip, to look to take profits up there around 134.80. Got very close. It was like right here when I was announcing that. It might end up breaking 135 though. That would be cool. That would be nice today, but that's not how I want to trade. Yeah, Shane. I'm glad that you understand though, Shane. You know, there's a lot of traders out there that might have that situation happen today, and then they're all flustered and they're trying to change their strategy and all that stuff, and it's like, hey, sometimes weird stuff happens, you know? Sometimes you just have to chalk it up to market weirdness. Rick said ADI is slipping. Yikes. ADI, analog devices. Analog, okay. Isn't the move from win 10 to 11 free? I'm not totally sure there. Massive nationwide migration. I don't know, Coconut. That sounds wild. I feel like we've all been on like 11 for so long. I feel like I did that transition like 5 years ago. The trade desk exploded. When do they report earnings? It's this week, isn't it? Yeah, Wednesday and after hours of this week they report, so be ready there. But they are up 6%. You could maybe play them into the earnings. Does look pretty hot. Can't lie, pretty good. TTD. Citigroup, not bad. Selling off a little bit. Company's been holding off until the last minute. Gotcha. ADI. Slipping. Analog devices. I haven't checked this one in a little while on the daily. Let's look. It does appear to be slipping pretty bad. Looks pretty rough. Watch out for $200 support, though, of course. That'd be nice for it to come down there and touch. Here NVIDIA goes again for another test. If you guys didn't get out, you could probably exit here. Yeah, Nvidia pretty big though at 135. I was helping someone out in Discord though. Sorry about that. Let's go though. Waiting for more tariff news to come in. Let's see what we get. I would expect to see a lot more talk of that in the next coming day or two. Uh-oh. Microsoft just got hit by an French antitrust probe. We'll see how this goes now. Y equals MX plus B. You guys are cracking me up in there. S-Bucks pullback, Rick said. Starbucks, really looking at Starbucks. Okay. Starbucks pulled back hard this morning. Kind of stuck. You know, we're watching them on the daily. They've been doing really, really well. Another probe to nowhere. I like that. That's funny. Yeah, they like to get those headlines, though, you know. They like to scare you with those headlines. I'm with you, though. I know what you're saying. Some news hit that they said an estimated 210 million people suffer from social media addiction. For NYP.
Yeah, my head's spinning, heart's racing, knowing that you could give me a call. I lay awake at night because all I seem to think about is you.
That's a pretty big statement. 210 million people. Social media addiction. I bet a lot of people would say I have social media addiction, you know? Wouldn't be surprised. I think it depends also who you ask. I think a lot of modern day, like, kids and stuff, like, I would say that they're just naturally, like, a lot of older people would probably think that every kid's addicted to it, you know, even normal users of it. But I know, like, my mom is pretty into it, you know. There's a lot of older people pretty addicted as well, but it definitely is something that gets you thinking. 210 million people addicted to that stuff. Nvidia, here we go, 134.80. Testing again for the third time. Third time's the charm, as they say. Or, well, 3 strikes and you're out. I guess it goes both ways, but...
Let me go, go, let me go, go.
I feel miserable right now. Morning, guys. As I'm typing right now, my grammar may be off. I have a hard time seeing and I won't be able to read the chat completely. I apologize. How did your surgery go, Demure? You said I feel miserable? Man. Hopefully, you know, you're feeling okay on your site. You know? Hopefully your vision's okay. Yeah, definitely. Wishing you the best, Demure. Get a good speedy recovery coming in. Nvidia right at 134.80. Come on, let's get that 135 push coming in. 1 million shares stacked there. Now it's 1.1 million. It just keeps growing as it gets closer. More and more and more. Sellers are stacking there. All right, let's get above 134.80. There we go. There we go. All right, 135. Let's push it. I'm taking profits here. You know, this is a spot. It's hard to say. Like, this is a spot of taking profit or a target zone for me. More of than let's buy the breakout. But I am worried that it might reject here, so keep your eyes on it. Let's see. Very close. Go check on Tesla, new high of the day. 362 breaking. That's a good sign. Ooh, rejection. Not another red candle.
It's like talking to a wall when you don't look at me. I wanna speak my mind and tell you how I feel.
They said the first 3 to 4 days will be pure misery, which I am experiencing right now. Damn, Demure, you're on the 4th day? My mom had that same surgery and she felt pretty good after it. It was kind of wild. She actually went out drinking that same night. It had me laughing. LASIK was the best thing I ever did. Wow. It was that good, Jen? Dang. That's some high praises there. I like to hear that. My fiance has thought about getting it done. Oh yeah, she did have LASIK, Demure. It was LASIK. I see. PRK. My bad. I didn't know totally what it was. I see now. I don't even know what PRK surgery is. A laser eye surgery that corrects refractive errors, such as nearsightedness, farsightedness, and astigmatism. Ah, I gotcha. I see now. It's a little bit more than just LASIK. PLTR on the move. Palantir, really? Hell yeah, Palantir. How about Baba? Is it still running? Yeah, it's close. Close. It was on fire earlier this morning. SMCI is all over the SM bot right now. And ASTS as well, continuing to blast it off into oblivion. ASTS is up 23% now on the day. Look at the daily chart. They're all the way back, almost to resistance now. My gosh. Some of these growth stocks in the short term are just insane. Wow. The momentum traders should be loving this. Fantastic PA out here. Lyft to launch mobile eye-powered robo-taxis as soon as 2026. I actually heard about that earlier today. It was a new headline, though, from somebody else, but I did hear about that. You can see them popping off in pre-market today off that news. You know, Lyft is actually at the point of the day where it's bouncing off support in a good way. Could be a decent time to buy the dip if you're looking to play this news back to the upside here. Felt like I just knocked my leg out of its socket. Is TEM reporting earnings tonight? TJ said TEM Tempest. Looks like they are reporting on February 26th. Did you hear that today or something, or? You know, Earnings Whispers actually says Monday, February 17th, but it says that the earnings date is not confirmed. So maybe they are doing it today. I didn't hear about that. I did not hear about that. But as soon as we find out, I'm sure Earnings Whispers will have it on their website. Okay, you saw it on ChatGPT? Yeah, I think ChatGPT's wrong on that one, I would say. There's no confirmed date yet. Everybody can stop worrying. I'm here, GIP said. The Mag 7 damn near wiped me out the past few weeks, but I'm here. Good morning. What's up, GIP? Hope you're having a good one. Said the Mag 7 wiped you? Meta, in the short term, fell under their trend, out of the setup. This could be a bad bearish sign for Meta. Meta has been outperforming a ton in the short term, too. So, a little pullback would actually not be that surprising. I could see it being a good play from here. Let's go.
Tick-tock and the time is running out. No first class ticket. We're crashing down. No money that can buy your way out. Go ahead and try. Cause you
Tom, can you run it back to me? I can't see, but I sure can listen to what's going on. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's run it back a little bit here. Yeah, today's been a pretty crazy day. We're really waiting for a lot of Trump news, but looking at Nvidia, it's been one of the hotter stocks of the morning, up very well, up around 134.50 right now, consolidating. Great day by them. Apple and Microsoft have been mixed. Apple's been very choppy. A lot of resistance at 230 overhead. Microsoft around resistance as well at 415, which is pretty major. That's a big resistance to watch for in the short term. Got the tech stocks today. The main thing is these growth stocks, though, that have been going nuts, like ASTS, 22%. Still keeping it going. How are they not on my watch list? SMCI, 7.9% there. Peloton, Peloton's actually has a lot of good momentum here, right at the high of the day. One of the more popular stocks in short term has also been Palantir, which has been amazing today, running up towards resistance. It's right at 115, which is pretty large. It broke 115 on Friday and got up to around 116.30, trying to come back a little bit. It seems like everything, though, over the past 10 to 15 minutes is finding a resistance. Like Palantir slowed up a little bit. Nvidia, right around its resistance. AMD is slowing down. Like, everything seems like it's hitting resistance. Apple's rejecting where it's rejected 4 times today already. Yeah, so keep your eyes on these big tech stocks, though. Nvidia, particularly, is the fun one. Let's actually make an alert at 135. I want to be alerted if it tests, of course. Don't have to cross. Let's just do touch. All right, we'll just crossing. It's fine. Let's go, Demure. I'm analyzing SMR. How is their high trading volume on the underlying stock, but low open interest on the call options? Over 1 mil volume in 30 minutes, yet less than 300 open interest on in-the-money options. Yeah, I mean, options can be different. You know, it's all about the options market. It's kind of scary because there really is a lot of low volume. I'm surprised that it's that bad on the options chain. Like you said, given that there's that much volume, but really, I guess SMR hasn't been popular for too long. It's also extremely volatile, so it's probably scaring traders out of it as well. I mean, you could probably say the options pricing is a little whack right now. Let's check the implied volatility on this one. Let's just do SMR. It's really not that high relative to IV on this stock, so I'm with you. It kind of pisses me off sometimes whenever you have these fun stocks like SMR and then you can't trade the options on them, but it's tough. TEM went blast last week. Go Nancy, Rick said. Nancy Pelosi, let's go. Yeah, Nancy P coming in hot with Tempest AI, ticker symbol TEM. It was on fire again this morning. Gonna be watching it for a bigger breakout here. BA turning over on the daily a bit more. Pulling up SM bot in the background. What do we got on the body bot? Avgo, AVGO on fire this morning. They have been extremely hot. ASTS on the bot. Bot's looking maybe for an ASTS rebreak, which it's very close to doing. We had that big candle a minute ago. Crocs is on the CR. What did I just type in? Oh boy, that's rough. All right, CROX. 3% to the downside. Yeah, somebody needs to make a Nancy Pelosi song. Come on now, we could do that. Sean, we should get it done. It won't be that hard. We just need a good beat. A good beat and I could get it the rest of the way. Looking at the news real quick. Pipeline operator Energy Transfer, ticker symbol ET, will provide natural gas directly to Cloudburst Data Center's campus. Ticker symbol ET. I guess this was some news like early this morning or something, and it's just now hitting on Bloomberg, but it's got me interested. Just play Every Breath You Take, Tom, and we'll be stalking Nancy's trade. That's funny. That'd be a perfect one for it. You could do that and then just like do like a slow transition of headlines for the music video. That'd be so funny. Nancy needs some. She's so old. Nancy's song title, Dust in the Wind. What? That's funny. That is funny. She is pretty old. Like, let's look up how old she really is. It's like in the 80s, right? She's 84, guys. 84. I think Trump is like 80, ain't he? He's 78. These people are old. What about Mitch McConnell? He's 82. That guy needs to go. Like, I'm sorry, and I don't know. You know, maybe you guys disagree. Maybe you agree. Let me know. This might be a hot topic, but man, whenever you are you're having so many problems that you can't even give like an interview, you know, like you're pausing for like a long time during interviews and like weird stuff's going on, like, you know, like you're falling over all the time and stuff, like, it's not a good look, you know, on the oh, it don't look good, I'll tell you that. And I mean, you know, I feel bad, actually. I feel bad. But, like, for running a country, you need to be all there. At least in that sense. If Trump starts doing it with interviews, I'll even say the same thing. If he starts giving interviews and then just, you know, just is done. Like, it's like, I would, trust me, if he did what Mitch McConnell does, I would say the same thing. Same thing. That would be tough. They would have to create, like, a special panel. Like, a special panel or committee or something that, like, assesses these people or something.
Money on my mind every time, anywhere I go. All these ladies be feeling my vibe and they don't wanna let me go.
Oh, I always forgot about that. Everyone always said Biden was using that stuff. Rick said CLF, SMTC. Cleveland Cliffs. SMTC. McDonald's did have some action this morning, I can't lie. Ticker symbol MCD. They had their earnings come out, and they actually did pretty well. I was surprised. You're my boy, Blue. If Mitch McConnell was behind the counter at the local gas station, I'd stop going. Sean said. Oh, boy. We have this one guy behind the counter at the gas station by my house, and this guy is hilarious. He's from like Saudi Arabia or like the Middle East or something, and he works behind the counter, and his name tag is Uncle Sam. And I asked him one day, I'm like, hey, I've been coming in here for like 4.5 years while you've been here, and it's always said Uncle Sam. And I was like, is that a joke? Is your name really like Samimi or something? And he goes, you got it. He goes, my name's Samimi. And he goes, yes, it is a joke. And it had me laughing. I was like, man, I always thought that was funny for like years. And I finally brought it up to him. I'm like, I gotta ask Uncle Sam, like, what's up with that, you know? It was kind of funny. Now I call him Uncle Sam. 310 resistance on McDonald's. Oh, I have no idea what he says, Demure. I just asked him, you know. I thought it was funny. He is always on the phone, though, and he's saying stuff that I don't know what he's saying, but... Sometimes I feel like he's talking about me. EA up. Are we looking for 140, Rick said. EA, Electronic Arts. 140. That would be a big fill of the gap. Oh. I think it could happen. At least close. But I could see EA filling the gap. It's pretty volatile. And here's what I see is like, whenever we go back to like this zone that EA was in, it chopped around like crazy. And it's kind of chopping around. It's like right in that same zone, bouncing off the same support where it was going all over the place last time. And 140 was actually right at the top of that zone. So I think it's a great target up around 140, maybe 138 if you wanted to be a little safer with it. But I love it. Good potential. Oh, gotcha, Demure. Gotcha. Yeah, he doesn't say that a lot, but I don't think. FTAI and Len, strong. FTAI. Aviation. Definitely wild. Fell off a lot recently. Not my favorite out there. Rigetti, help. Ooh. Yeah, look at the daily of Rigetti. The hype is starting to fade with Rigetti a little bit. I have a feeling these quantum stocks are starting to lose their mojo. QTUM, QBTS, QUBT. I'll be keeping them on the radar, though, for if the momentum does shift back. Like, I'm going to put an alert right here. 7.19 on QBTS. Right above resistance there. Now we'll know. NVIDIA, here we go. Pulling back, yep. Still pulling back from 134.80, 135 earlier. I hope you guys took those profits up there. Shane says XRP. You know, I actually eyed up XRP's daily chart yesterday. I was looking at it a little bit. Kind of like Bitcoin, how it's been selling off in the short term. A lot of support down here around 2.1 to 2.25. A lot of bounces on this one there.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, 'cause I like
New York State bans DeepSeek from government devices.
about a curfew, 'cause all that is stuck
That sounds kind of weird.
is me and you. Both speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna face it, 'cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension. Move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true.
1,000 XRP. That would be sick. Shane said they're super bullish on XRP. I've looked at XRP for a long time. Back when I was a newer trader, XRP was fun. Wow. A lot of good explosiveness in the short term, though. Let's see how it goes. I like how it's holding support. I'm very curious on the crypto. You know, it ran up so much with the Trump hype in November. I just want to see it really continue throughout the year, you know? That would be huge.
Let's live life without regrets. Girl, put your faith in me, even though we just met. Let's forget about a curfew, 'cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you. Both speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna face it, 'cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension. Move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill.
All right.
Mess around.
One thing to keep in mind is next week the market will actually be closed. I wanted to let you guys be aware of that. It's President's Day. Yep, market will be closed. Monday, February 17th. Figured I'd mention that so you guys can start making your plans for next week. I'm out of here. See you later, Demure. Yeah, rest those eyes.
I've got that feeling rushing through
Rest those eyes for sure.
I know that it is here to stay. It's like you're my personal Illuminati. I know that some might say that I am just a bad girl, but if you treat me right, I will be the best girl in this whole world. No, I'm not gonna bite. I've got my hands on your body. So tell me what you want me to do.
Microsoft.
Can be good or be naughty. Because there ain't nobody love you like I.
Microsoft on the book map. It's right around 415, which is pretty massive for it. Deuces. Haha. About to say weak, Fernando said. 2025 end of year will be nutty. I can't imagine where we'll be at the end of this year. It's funkless. Can you check AVAX? For sure. Market cap AVAX. Falling off pretty hard here. Maybe I'll just do AVAX USD. Yeah. Close enough, but... Wow. Looks kind of like XRP or Bitcoin. Not as good, though, on the way it's holding. All right, NVIDIA. You're on the dip. We gonna get that dip bought up? I don't think so. That's a pretty tough resistance overhead. Ooh, SMR with the breakout here. SMR making a new high of the day, breaking out above $28. If you're out there looking for some momentum, SMR has it. And hey, if you haven't liked up the stream, give me a like. If we get to 30 likes, I won't be too sad. We only need 5 more. Only 5 more there. I had some bets last night on the Super Bowl. Let's talk about them. My first bet I had was for a safety. Apparently there's a safety, one every 6.4 Super Bowls or something. So I bet on a safety. It was like plus 1,500 or something. I don't think it happened. I also did a bet. I did another one. But I gotta check my history. Hang on. I bet on Devonta Smith was gonna be the first touchdown, which is a wide receiver on Philadelphia. Whenever Philly scored their first touchdown and that wide receiver caught it, I went nuts. Everybody was like, who is it? Who caught it? Who caught it? Who caught it? Whenever I saw Dotson, I was like, ah! I think it was like $50 to win like $500 or something. It was a small, dumb bet, but I don't like betting too much, but I like doing like one little fun thing like that every Super Bowl. You lost money on your bets? You got the Gatorade color right? Yellow, that's funny. I can't believe the stuff that they bet on. Like, it'll be like, will Travis Kelce run his hands through his hair? It's like, what kind of bet is that, you know? During the national anthem, will Patrick Mahomes pick his nose? It's like, what? All right, Tessie. 362.50. It's been really consolidating hard. I feel like we're getting towards the end of this for a better move. Yeah, Swift had her whole section on mine too. I was looking at those, like you could bet on proposals and her being shown at certain times and different stuff she did, and I saw a video where the crowd like booed her when they showed her. I don't know if the crowd really did or not, or if I was watching a fake video, but I think they were GIP. I think they were props. Some of them that I were doing. I don't really know the specifics. There's a section for props though.
my binoculars. Hello, 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 hello. Are you there? Hello, hello. In my pants, in many torture. I've been at it for the longest time now. Cupid, although the heart it with you, yeah, with you. Till the day. Well, in your heart, my tiny, my tiny, my tiny. I'm gonna wait. My honey, my honey, my honey.
I wanted to bet on something dumb too. Oh. Tesla, right around 362.50. Come on, Tesla, let's go. It's right around the high of the day today. Is this where we're going to get the break coming in? Let's go. We got the 35 likes. Appreciate that, everyone. Let's go, let's go. Love that. Thank you. We hit our little like goal today. That's how we do it. Watch list coming up. 4 chart setup. Also, coming to the forefront here. Looks like SPY is turning over pretty hard at the moment with Palantir. Look at Palantir down here. Such a good morning, and right now rejecting at 115 again, pulling back. Nvidia looks like it wants to break under 133.80 intraday support. Meanwhile, though, Tesla's still looking good. New high of the day on the bottom right. Let's go, Tessie. Elon gonna be happy about this. Whoa. Let me get back to the news really quick. Conor McGregor blast migration after slasher knife attack in Ireland. Oh. What if Conor McGregor got elected to be the president of Ireland? Now that would be wild. I don't think that they would do it, but you never know. You never know. And I don't even, it's probably the prime minister. I don't know what they call it, but whatever they do. The leader, I'll say. There we go. I can't be wrong on that one.
I don't wanna be alone. Spend too much time by myself. So many things that I still don't know. It's time for me to move on. I want you right here, but you're all
All right, Palantir, SPY starting to pull back a little bit. Let's see, SPY. Hit resistance coming back. It's going to be tough on this dip. Do we really trust this support around 604.30 to hold again? Tough to say here with the way it's turning over. This is kind of funny. 46% of Danish people considered the United States to be either a very big threat or a fairly big threat to Denmark. This is a higher percentage than North Korea and Iran. That's insane to say. The Danish people think that we are a very big threat or a fairly big threat to Denmark. More than North Koreans and Iran even think that we're a threat to them. That's wild. More than Iran. Okay. Everyone's saying that now that Travis Kelce lost, that Taylor Swift's gonna break up with him now. That would be... If I saw that, I would drop dead. That would make me laugh so hard.
Movies make it look so easy. Whoa. Yeah, I thought we'd always shine. Just some time off, we'd be fine. Guess that I was wrong this time. When I think about it now, I know that I don't. I do not want to give you more of my life. I do not want to give you more of my life. You're just gonna waste it now. Not sure if I'll make it out. I do not want to give you more of my life. Oh, 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 hey, oh.
All right, all right. Good in Trump? That's probably a bet you can make. You can bet on almost anything now. I would like to see Connor and Putin in the octagon. That would be hilarious. What about Putin versus Trump in the octagon? I know Putin would probably kick Trump's ass, but it would still be funny. Let's go see Tesla. I can't believe Mason just posted up something real funny. Check this out, guys. This crypto scammer stole over $200 million. Will not face prison, apparently. Instead, he'll serve 2 years of community service and work on MicroStrategy's cybersecurity team as part of his deal. $200 million stolen. And he's going to work on MicroStrategy's cybersecurity team now. That's great. I've heard of stuff like that before, but that seems awfully like an awful lot of money to not get in any trouble. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, he just got a job. That's what I put in the off-topic channel. Haha, Rick. That's funny. Putin versus Zelensky. That might be better, AK, yeah. T Swift breaking up. Yeah, that was the bet. I bet you could bet on them breaking up somewhere. By a certain date. I'd bet. All right, guys, we're going to probably call the stream there. I appreciate you guys joining up today. We saw Tesla pop off. I'm sitting here waiting for it to break its high a day. It's one of the more fun stocks at the moment. ASTS was really hot this morning. A couple others as well, but really NVIDIA. Tesla was a hot one earlier. But NVIDIA and ASTS were really my two favorites. Uber had a lot of good action right at open, which was amazing at the beginning of the day, but they did slow up a bit. SMR was pretty good too. That one went under the radar a bit. Still watching BP. Remember Elliot took a investment in this. All right. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, no problem, Fernando. Definitely. Try going longer if we can. Let's hire SBF. Ah, Sam Bankman-Fried. Now that's how you'd get it done, Rick, right? That'd be legendary. All right, guys. Have a great one. I hope to see you in the Discord. If you are not yet in the trading floor, check it out. A lot of the bot plays did pretty well this morning. If you're interested, just check out the link that I'm sending. If you go to this page, there's a nice video on there and a good explanation of everything involved. But let's go. Get in the trading floor. The bots are on fire right now with all this volatility. Have a great one, guys. See ya, Sean.